Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. It is Thursday, which means this week is almost over. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's get right to it because today was so exciting. It's all so exciting. This week has been like the best week in General Hospital history, and I'm actually surprised I can cover it because usually when like an awesome week happens, I'm on vacation or something. So this is just really exciting. So at the Floating Rib, Ava was planning a flight out of the country. Scott puts an end to that. And Scott advises Ava to cut a deal with Sonny before it's too late, and Ava's 100% against any kind of deal, which I think is silly because if she would have come up with a deal knowing that Sonny would reject it, then she can go to the judge and be like, look, I tried to work out a co-parent situation and he rejected it. So, you know, and it could make herself look like she's on top, but she's not thinking strategy like I am. And then Scott gets a call that the trial's been moved up to this afternoon, or at least the hearing. So, yeah. At the hospital, Sam stops by to visit Sonny before the wedding, or to see Patrick, and Sonny just happens to be there. I'm not quite sure. Jake gets the call from CARLY, but there's bad reception. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited I can't even talk. And then CARLY drops her phone in a puddle. Was it even raining, CARLY? And Sam comes over to Jake, who's like yelling over the phone to CARLY. He's like, CARLY, 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 CARLY. And I'm sitting here on the couch like, what? I can hear you from here. What? Ric's there to see Sonny, and it's a little bit of an awkward encounter between him and Jake, obviously. Although Ric and Elizabeth kind of deserve each other now, so maybe they can make it work after, you know, this whole thing happens. Shady. So Jake tells Sam about the missing CARLY situation and chalks it up on Sam and him. They're like, errands, kind of chalk it up to errands, but then Jake's like, no, because she left me this urgent voicemail and she like hasn't answered, like something's wrong. Sam really does think it's nothing, but Jake is like super worried, and he convinces Sam that something is wrong. So Sam calls Anna, and the NSA tracked the cell tower that CARLY made her last phone call from, and Jake is gonna go check it out and ask Sam to like cover for him. So yay, Jake, aka Jason, aka my whole life. Oh my god. Alright, so Ric shows Sonny the witness list. Kiki is very obviously missing from it, which is hopeful for Sonny. And then they're just talking about, you know, how Ava, it's kind of like, it doesn't look good for her. So Ric has a plan to stack the deck against Ava, and he makes a call to a judge, and also the governor is still, like, fond of Sonny. And I'm pretty sure they said something about Ric doing a favor for the judge, like getting his daughter, or getting someone off marijuana charges who's very high up. So, like, someone owes him a favor. So that's why the hearing is moved up to this afternoon, which is what I mentioned, that phone call that Ava and Scott got right in the beginning. So Ava comes barging in, and she has some strong words for Sonny and Ric, and she says, you know, she'll die before she lets Avery go to Sonny. And Sonny's like, well, now we're talking. And Sonny brings up how Morgan and Kiki would be peaceful and happy if Ava had never come back, and also how the only woman Avery will call mom is CARLY, and Ava goes after him. His bodyguards kind of pull her off, and Scott, like, takes her out of the room. At the roadside, CARLY, trying to find better reception, falls and hits her head on a rock. Yeah. At Windermere. God. Why? Have we not been through enough? Now we need to have, like, the last minute little interferences. Like, seriously? But anyway, at Windermere, Nick tells Laura she should come to the wedding, and Laura's like, Elizabeth wouldn't want me there, and I don't approve of what's happening. And then Hayden overhears Laura saying that this marriage is being built on a lie. And Hayden's like, I knew there was something going on here. Again, none of the characters actually talk like that. I just, you know, I'm just sitting on my couch. So Nick tries to cover, but Hayden heard what she heard, and Hayden brings up how Jake broke in looking for answers, and Laura wants to know why Nicholas didn't tell her, because now this bothers her, because Jake obviously wants to know who he is, and like, so Elizabeth is like willfully withholding. I mean, she was willfully withholding before, but it adds a level of lying to it, because like now every time he asks, she has to lie, you know. And Laura doesn't trust Hayden, and also she's heading out to do something cryptic. She doesn't exactly tell us, but I'll tell you in about 2 seconds. So Nicholas calls Elizabeth to warn her something might happen, and Hayden says something cryptic about knowing how the day is going to end, because we know there's something more to that. Like, she made that mysterious phone call. At Elizabeth's place, they do the traditional something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new, and Elizabeth doesn't deserve all this niceness. That wasn't in the episode. That's just me. She really doesn't. She has like really amazing friends that I think like I have really amazing friends. Like, but I would never lie to them or do. I don't get how Elizabeth's doing what she's doing. Like, cause she's not only hurting Jake, she's hurting like all the people who are now supporting her. I don't know. I don't know. Could you imagine finding out that like this person that you've done so much for has just been lying to your face the whole time? Laura shows up at the house. She tells Elizabeth that she knows that Jake hasn't stopped looking into his past, and Elizabeth has to tell him the truth if she really loves him, but Elizabeth isn't having it. And Laura believes that the two of them have a real connection, and Elizabeth needs to trust that, which is what I thought too. If she had told him when she found out, there was no guarantee that he would go back to Sam, because at that point, him and Elizabeth were closer than him and Sam were. But now, I mean, he's been with Elizabeth this whole time, but him and Sam have had moments, especially in the past few days. But even so, when Jason does leave Elizabeth, it won't be because he's already married to Sam. It'll be because Elizabeth's been lying to him for a year. And that's the saddest part of this whole thing. Patrick comes over and they all head out. At the church, the bridal party arrives at the church. Michael wonders where Jake and Carly are. Patrick wants to set a date for he and Sam's wedding as soon as this one is over. Good luck with that. Hayden and Nicholas arrive. It's about as awkward and not comfortable as you would expect it to be. And Elizabeth's dress is beautiful. Like, it's really gorgeous. It's a shame it's being used at the sham of a wedding. Again, not said in the episode, but just my own personal take on it. And then Hayden comes in and hints that she's remembering stuff. And I was like, Hayden is the hero we all need right now. At the end, well, I don't know. Does Hayden know? I don't know if Hayden remembers the whole thing. But anyway, at the end, Ric reality checks Sonny that this isn't going to be a slam dunk, even though he does have a lot of support, and he gets him prepped for the custody hearing. Ava's done listening to Scott. She doesn't think Scott's up for fighting Sonny, so maybe she's going to call in Paul for this whole thing. Laura calls Nicholas, asks if Jake's at the church, and then Laura's disappointed that nothing she said got through to Elizabeth, so she wants Nicholas to talk to her, and he refuses. And he's like, Elizabeth is doing the right thing. And it's like, no. She's not. Stop it, Nicholas. Elizabeth wants Hayden to leave, and Hayden says she wouldn't miss this for the world. And then Jake finds the crash site and Carly. Oh, she's laying on the ground, but she's conscious. And he's like, oh, Carly, I found you. And she goes, I found you too, Jason. And then the promo for tomorrow looks like he's gonna be like, no, Jason's dead, you need to let him go. And she'll be like, I have the DNA test in my car. That part wasn't in it, just him saying you need to let Jason go, he's dead. But tomorrow's Friday, tomorrow's the big day. Oh my goodness. So speaking of tomorrow being a big day, if you live in New Jersey or like New York or the Pennsylvania, the tri-state area, there's gonna be this really awesome pet expo that I'm gonna be at, and we're gonna have a stand there for All Critters Rescue. You can check us out. I have a YouCaring link, and I believe our website is also on there. But if you go on Facebook and put in All Critters Rescue, we have a coupon for the Pet Expo, and I think it's a little off the admission. So it's gonna be really, really fun. We're gonna have a lot of prizes and a lot of chances to win said prizes, really good stuff, let me tell you, and a chance to buy our raffle tickets for Disney World, 4 Park Hopper passes to Disney World, and raffle tickets for an Apple Watch. So if you're interested, put in the comments and I can give you more information, or just check us out at Facebook at All Critters Rescue. And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. Tomorrow's the big day. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.